in this video, we're going to be continuing with where we left off in the previous video. So what we're basically going to be learning today is Python operators. Okay, so these are going to be some of the most important operators that we're going to need. It's not going to be all of them at once because it's actually useless for me to teach you all of the operators and we're not going to use them just yet. Okay, so I'm just going to teach you the ones that we're going to need for our next lesson and the ones that you should actually know almost all the time. Okay, I've already created a new folder called Python operators and then created the Python file operators.py. Okay, so make sure you don't forget that py at the end because if you do, then things won't work. Okay, so the first operators that we're going to be learning about are Python arithmetic operators. Okay, so those are things such as plus, minus, and all that stuff. I think most of you know exactly what those are, but I'm just gonna refresh it for those people that actually don't know how it works in Python. Okay, so in Python we've got this operator, this is plus. Okay, I'm just gonna put examples of everything. Okay, so we're gonna say sum is equal to 1 plus 1. Okay, so that's a plus. So I think we're gonna just put a comment as well there saying addition or adding, or let's just say addition. Actually, addition. Okay, so that's addition right there, and then we're gonna go to minus also. So minus would be equal to 1 minus 1. Okay, so that comment would be subtraction. Now we've got minus, we've got, okay, actually I can't use sum here because sum is a used variable. It's a reserved variable. Okay, so we can't use sum because it's a reserved key or variable, should I say. So we're gonna use addition because, yeah, that's the other thing that I forgot to mention in the previous video as well about naming your variables. Okay, so there are some things that we are not recommended for you to name your variables. Okay, so just be careful with that. If you see it popping up here in a different color, just know that there is something actually that is not recommended by Python, or should I say VS Code, for you to name your variable. Okay, so that was subtraction, and then now we're gonna go to multiplication. Okay, so multiply. Okay, so we're gonna say 1 times 2 this time. So we've got the first three already. So now we're gonna go to divide. Okay, so divide, so 2 forward slash, divide is forward slash by 1. So divide is forward slash, by the way. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, which is modulus. Okay, so modulus is basically division, but giving you the remainder. Okay, so we could say something like remainder equals 5. Modulus is a percentage sign. Okay, so 5 modulus 2. Okay, so that's modulus, that's to get the remainder. So I'm gonna show you all of these things when I run the program. Okay, so you can see exactly what each line is doing. And then we've got the next one, which is exponents. So exponents are double multiplied. So that's a 2 to the power of 2. That would be 4, right? So we're gonna call that one exponent. And then our next one would be floor. So what floor does is when there is a remainder, like let's say it's 5 divided by 2. Okay, so that will give you a decimal point number. Okay, so what it will do is cut out everything and just leave the base number alone. Okay, the integer. So it will only give you the integer number and to just leave out the rest of the thing. Okay, so floor is equal to let's say 5 once again. So floor is double divide. Okay, 2, and then we're gonna call that one floor right there. Okay, cool. So these are the 7 that we use in mathematical terms. Okay, so let me just run the program to show you guys exactly what they do, and I'm gonna explain each line. Okay, when we run the program. Oh yeah, right. So you know what we forgot here. If you watch my previous video, you know exactly what we didn't do. The program ran, finished, nice, but we didn't ask for anything. We just gave the variables. Okay, so now we're gonna actually print line by line. So we're gonna say print addition. The first thing that we get is 2. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, cool. We know that. Print minus. We're gonna run the program again. Now we get 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Cool. So anyways, as you guys can see, this here is our minus, okay? This 2 here is for our multiplication. This 2.0 is for our division. And then this 1 is for our remainder, okay? So 5 divided by 2 is 2 remainder 1, okay? And then 4 is for the exponent. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4, okay? And then the floor will give us 2 because 5 divided by 2, the base number is 2, okay? Anyway, so here's the other thing I want you guys to learn, and that is, say we've got our addition right here, okay? So and we want to add something to addition, but you know, the normal way would be addition. So we to write the whole thing down, addition is equal to addition again plus, we need to say plus 1 to get the new addition, okay? So let's just say at the bottom here, print addition again, print addition right there, okay? So that now should give us 3 because we have added another number. So let's just say 10 to make it clear, okay? So that should give us now 11, 12. Yeah, 12, okay? So the easiest way to do this now would be to do this. So instead of doing this whole thing here, you just say addition plus equal like this, okay? So basically what this does is give us the same answer. As you can see, it's the 12. So what this does is it tells, okay, from addition, I want to add 10. So addition is now equal to plus 10, okay? So you could do this for multiplication again. So you could say times here, and that will actually work. So that will give us 20. So 2 times 10 is 20, right? You could also do that for division, as you can see right here. So it works that way as well. So now that will be 0.2. And then you can also do it for what's the other thing that I'm missing? Minus right there, okay? So now that you know all of this, let me just actually copy it down. So, anyway, so now we're gonna be moving on to the next few, which are the Python comparison operators. Now these are very important, especially for the next section that we're gonna be doing. Okay, so these come as double equal, exclamation mark equal. So basically what these are is the comparisons, okay? So if I were to say, now this won't work by the way right now as I'm doing it because we don't have the full statements yet. So I'm just gonna put it for reference, okay? So double equal is evaluation, okay? So basically, is something equal to something? Now this here is giving a value to something, okay? So floor is equal. This is giving the value to this variable. Now this here is to check if that is equal to that, okay? So there's a difference. So the one is to give the property a value, and the other one is to check if the value is equal to the property. That's that, okay? So now we're gonna move on to the other one, which is not equal, okay? So that's the difference between the two. So the other one is equal, the other one is not equal. Then we also get the greater than sign, which you should know, all right? So I just thought I would show you this, guys, so that I'm 100% sure that we all know what we are doing here before we continue with the rest of the lessons, okay? Because this is important, okay? And then we get greater than or equal to, okay? So this one would be greater than or equal to. So that's how you write it, okay? This is very important. You're gonna need it to reference a lot, okay? So this one is now smaller than or equal to. I think that's all of them that we need to know for now, okay? So actually, let me just give you another one. These are now called logical operators. These ones are also important for our next section, but I don't think I'm gonna use it in our next section, but I'm just gonna let you know of like 2 or 3 of them, okay? So we've got the and we've got the or right there, and then we've got the not. So now these ones will be used in the if statement, okay? So we're gonna be discussing more about these ones when we actually doing the if statement, okay? So now these are actually direct. This is basically and just means and. That's it. There's nothing else to go into it, okay? Or is also just or. So just keep that in mind. We're not gonna be dealing with that right now, but just thought I would let you guys know before we end this video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, okay? So in the next one, that's when we'll be doing Python conditional statements. So that's if statements, else statements. That's where the coding really begins, okay? So see you in that video. Cheers.